Before sewing the lining to the shell of the tote bag, we need to sew the pocket to it. We will start by sewing zigzag stitches along these 3 raw edges of the pocket, to prevent them from fraying. Since we will sew a double folded hem on this top edge, we won't need to finish this raw edge. The top edge is the side with the notches further back. Lower the tension a bit. We want the needle to go once in the fabric and once just outside the raw edge. Finish here on this side. Now we form the fold lines along the edges of the pocket using the iron. First we press the pocket flat. Then fold along these notches and tailor tacks of the top hem and press to form the double folded top hem. Next we form the second fold. Place this edge just before the first fold line and press. We are careful not to press over the previous fold line. Form the double fold and press. Next we form the bottom fold from this notch to this notch. We use the tailor tacks in between to help us form the fold while pressing. To form the side folds, we open the top and bottom folds and use these notches as our guides. Repeat on this side. To form the top corners, the way it will be sewn to the lining, we fold the first top fold like this, then bring the side fold over it. Then form the second top fold. Now press the folds to keep them in place. Repeat for the other top corner. For the bottom corners, first we fold the bottom edge, then bring the side fold on top and press. Repeat for this bottom corner as well. Next we will sew the double fold of the pocket in place. Pull the tailor tack knots out of the way before sewing the pocket. Pin the double fold in this direction to sew the top hem. We sew about 1 millimeter from this folded edge. Reverse stitch at each end to secure the thread. Bring the front thread to the back and leave a short tail and cut. Repeat on this side. We cut off these knots on the tailor tacks so that they will not get caught under the machine stitches. We want the pocket to be sewn to the right side of the lining. Place the pocket on top and center it horizontally. We want it to be 8 centimeters down from this edge. Measure 8 centimeters down and position the pocket. Pin the pocket in place like this. We will sew the pocket to the lining about 1 millimeter from these 3 folded edges. Push the loose threads in. Start at this corner and reverse stitch. We make sure not to pass over the top edge when reverse stitching. At the corners, leave the needle in. Lift the presser foot and turn the fabric to sew along the next side. Push in this protruding edge with a needle if needed, and continue sewing. Push this thread end in. Finish here with a reverse stitch and leave a tail. Bring the loose ends to the back and tie 2 knots. If the thread does not come to the back easily, we can pass it through a needle and bring it to the back. Repeat at this end as well. To sew the dividing lines for the pocket, we use a ruler and chalk to draw straight lines between the tailor tacks. Pin here and here to keep the pocket in place. We remove the tailor tacks. Start sewing here with a reverse stitch. Finish with a reverse stitch as well. Leave a tail and cut. Repeat for this line. Now we bring all the loose ends to the back. Tie 2 knots and cut. Repeat for the rest of the loose ends. Next, we will sew the lining to the shell.